And last night and this morning, I was planning to come on air and say, but no one will believe it now because I didn't make the prediction, but you know all the others I made, that they're going to blow up IRS buildings. I think they're going to do lots of stuff, and do it in April. Blow up IRS buildings on April 15th or April 19th, or try to blow them up, and then they're going to have all these documentaries already made, ready to come out and demonize us when this is the big top story. Kind of like they knew Kennedy was going to die, and they produced videos for all the TV stations 6 months before with his brain tumor. Kind of like U.S. troops were already massing all around Afghanistan in the 3 months before 9/11. I mean, they have to pre-position this stuff. And so that's the key to intelligence. Before I ever studied the declassified manuals on military intelligence in the field, how you gather it, the government can keep what it's doing secret in the actual manuals. But if you see an army massing across the line from you, that's a basic form of intelligence. They're getting ready for an attack. And, of course, then they know other armies understand that, so they constantly mass troops over and over again till you get conditioned to accept it. This is all a military scientific mind. People who say, oh, military intelligence, that's an oxymoron. Yeah, the military runs this country. They got guys up there with 180 IQs running the entire show, thousands of them. And they're all compartmentalized, and they've got mega organizational geniuses over that. And this myth that government's wasteful and bad and screws up. They always have stories about little things that are going on. It's all designed to be wasteful. It's all designed to bankrupt you. I mean, and I've got a good enough brain, and I've studied history to see their entire program. And let me tell you, it's unbelievable. I mean, to be able to know what they know, but I'm a good guy instead of a bad guy. I could have easily been one of them because I know how they think.
Men, are you thinking about the health of your prostate? Recently, New Vitality Health Products gave away thousands of free bottles of the supplement Beta Prostate. Due to incredible demand, they're giving away more free bottles of Beta Prostate to any new customers who call now. Beta Prostate is packed with plant sterols that support your prostate health. Remember, your prostate affects urine flow, sleeping habits, intimacy, and overall quality of life. Beta Prostate is so powerful, you'd have to take 100 saw palmetto capsules in order to get the same natural plant sterols as one Beta Prostate. And if you haven't tried Beta Prostate yet, you can call right now for a free bottle. You only pay shipping and handling. Call 1-800-360-8306. This offer is limited to one free bottle per household. Give your body nutrition that targets the prostate. Call now and try Beta Prostate for free. Call 1-800-360-8306. That's 1-800-360-8306. 1-800-360-8306.
Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As they're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at prisonplanet.tv. This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, A solar power generator provides powerful backup, insurance, and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
His property taxes say Andrew Joseph Stack. He goes by Joe Stack. And I've got to go on Russia Today live to 2 million viewers instantly when the show ends to talk about this. They were going to have me on about the Google censorship publicly of the Obama deception Fall of the Republic. They say you're not allowed to criticize Obama because he's a racially protected group. The film isn't racial. But even if it was, we supposedly have this free speech in this country. It's unfair trade practices. It's discriminatory. That video is important. It's up on our YouTube channel and Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. We've got teachers in other states shooting other people. Tennessee, 2 principals shot by a teacher. We've got United flight diverted to DIA after a passenger attempted to open an exterior door in midair. Denver Post. United flight diverted to DIA after passenger attempts to open door. Flight diverted to Salt Lake after bomb threat. And this doesn't look good. This just looks like a bunch of... Because, see, what they do is, in the 2 years before the anthrax attacks, they had a congressionally funded study for the CIA of how to mail weaponized anthrax. Then the FBI said it wasn't weaponized anthrax. Then it turned out it was the most weaponized anthrax ever seen on Earth, made by the U.S. government, and was 20 years ahead of anything anybody thought they had. The FBI said it was made in a bucket. Remember that? And it turned out the FBI and others did all these drills, never telling federal office buildings and federal courthouses that it was part of a drill, but it came out later it was drills. Remember all those stories about white powder saying this is anthrax? It's a psyop. Just like all these anti-terror drills where they blow up a bus or part of a building in a town and then later announce it was just a drill. It's to create the perception that there's terrorism. And they've got psyop experts watching because the subconscious mind takes a staged terror attack that's a drill on as if it's real. So they've really had thousands of terror attacks in the U.S. They've also had real terror attacks the government staged that they tell local police to keep quiet about. I mean, there's a lot bigger control grid than you think. The police are a lot more professional than you think. I was driving back from Port Aransas last summer, and I thought, ooh, I want a shot of a refinery for my upcoming film on global warming being a fraud, Fall of the Republic. And so I pulled off on the access road, got out. There's a giant refinery like 2 miles away. I shoot video. I see people in the refinery, closer buildings about 300 yards away, pointing at me. I'm out there 2 minutes. I get in my car, and I get back on the access, and here comes a state police guy hauling butt up on my hind end, gets my driver's license, peels off. They just wanted to run me through their database system. I mean, they are on it, okay? They're watching everything, ladies and gentlemen. And come on, police, you're not stupid. You know how to investigate stuff. This is staged. But they've blown up a bunch of refineries and then told the public it was an accident. They've had a bunch of other staged terror attacks that were real, but they were staged by the government, and that's why the police and military are scared to death. They're like, there's been a lot of other attacks you don't know about, Alex. And I'm like, I know all about it. And they've had them, you know, find nukes on the Texas coast and missing nukes out of South Dakota, and it's just on and on and on. Listen, retransmission's coming up now. You'll get to hear the whole thinking process on the kamikaze attack unfold from when we don't know to when we know, and I'll be popping back in on the internet streams and at prisonplanet.tv later today, maybe in the next 30 minutes, maybe in 2 hours. We'll post it at Infowars.com and prisonplanet.com. Watch these streams, but stay with us and stay with Infowars.com and prisonplanet.com as we break it down and document it all. Great job to the crew. We need to hit the ground running on this If it's a false flag, expose it. We've got the power to turn this around against them.
You are listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.